It's game time, baby. 3 schools, 1 mic. Let's go! Hey.
It's fourth and niggas. We don't punt. We go get it. Seminoles, Gators, Canes. All in it from the swamp to the field to the U. We committed. 3 friends talking ball. Yeah, the heat stay lit. Let's get it. FSU, bring the chop. Miami, bring that swagger. Gators in the mix. We don't need no dagger. Rivalries run deep. Bragging rights on the line. Every week another battle. Every take another grind. We break down plays, talk smack and laugh loud. Reppin' our school, standing tall and proud. Saturday lights, yeah, we live for the fall. 4th and inches, we just love that ball. It's 4th and inches, no time for the benches. 3 fan base, no fits. Semi-news, Gators, Canes, who's winning? From the volume up, the season's just beginning.
Welcome back to another episode of 4th and Inches. Your boy Mills kicking it with my guys, Joe D, Birdman. What's happening?
What's going on? What's going on?
What's up? What's
Oh,
up?
Bird, another glorious evening with the gang here, man. Gonna make a couple of predictions tonight, but we also have a special guest in the building, my guy Makel over from Big Bend 850. How you doing, Makel?
Excited to be here, man. Excited to be here.
Yes, sir. Glad to have you. For those of you who don't know, he has an elite page on Instagram. Are you just on Instagram, or do you have Twitter or anything like that?
So we're trying to get more on the Twitter, but we have a Instagram, Twitter, and the Facebook page.
Okay, all right. So elite on the Instagram, I know, and we'll plug all that at some point in this episode. Big Bend 850. It's all the Big Bend area sports. You know, high school sports, whether it be football. You do basketball too, though, correct?
Yeah. So this year, we'll be getting out to
Everything,
a lot of different sports.
And I don't know how much running you do during a game, but all I know is you're always in the perfect position for the shot.
Always moving.
Yeah. So you run to each side of the end zone. I mean, you're moving.
And always never stop.
I like it. You know,
I don't
just,
even notice him. Sometimes,
bro, he's moving.
yeah, he gotta be honest.
I'm telling you, all the clips, I've shared so much of his stuff on my story, and like I was telling him off the air, you know, he's he does a lot for the youth around here. He really does put a lot of effort into putting the getting the word out there.
Yeah.
You know, that there's talent here, and I really like his page. I was telling him before how this year especially, I ain't been able to do nothing with my babies coming and all that stuff, and I've watched. I'll just be sitting on. I'll be on Instagram just swiping, trying to refresh, and he's keeping me updated. With the games and stuff, and I for one appreciate it. But for those of you in the area or not in the area, who cares? But for those of you in the area, it's a must follow. It's a must follow. If you care about college football,
like, high school sports in Big Bend 850 Tallahassee area.
Yeah, and one thing about the high school kids, they're going to be in college next, and I find I for one don't keep up with all the people, but I keep up with Gobby the most, and that's because my homeboy here coaches there. But you've opened my eyes to other guys I didn't know about, and like I said, man, I just want to pay homage. I appreciate the page.
Appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate you being on here with us, and keep doing what you're doing. I was also asking before, because I was like, there's no way you just do this. Because I've noticed like 2 games will be posted on his Instagram at one time, so it's not just you no more, huh? Right.
Yeah. So just recently, we actually were able to add a few people onto the team that'll help, especially now with like basketball season going on. It's 5 games a week, so now we're able to go out to about 3 games per night if we want to. We got a couple of other guys helping, and then we got some next year. We're trying to finalize everything, but we got some pretty big events coming next year. We got an event coordinating team set up that's just helping with like logistics, reaching out to people, trying to get funding for some of the things that we have next year. Because I'm just my whole goal is just trying to bring stuff to this area that like we just haven't had. Like for me, I'm a big 850 person. I bleed it. It's tatted on me. For me, I just got fed up with seeing these other areas like Miami, Jacksonville, Orlando. They got all this stuff going. They got all the media, and I just got sick of this area not having one. Going to college, playing ball, and hearing my homeboys that played for Miami Northwestern, like, oh yeah, we got this page, we got this, we got that, we got a all-star, all that. And, I'm trying to tell them about stuff we got, like, oh yeah, we kind of got a little something. But yeah, so that's just my whole thing, man. Just trying to bring stuff to this area that we haven't had, and we finally got a platform now where these kids can. It's all about just getting them out there, because once they get out there, the coaches will do the rest. They'll find them. But I'm just trying to just do my part and just get them out there.
That's awesome, man. That's
a large
awesome.
part of recruiting, man, that I figured out, within these last few years of coaching is exposure.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's not always the most talented guys that get recruited. It's the most popular ones.
Most exposed, yeah.
Like it's the most exposure. Like the kid, the center, the sophomore center that went viral on Instagram.
Yeah.
For man, he's not. He's like 5'8".
Yeah.
And he's getting like 2 offers. You know what I'm saying? It's exposure. It's exposure. It's popularity. So I really appreciate what you're doing, your platform, because I know my guys look forward to it. Looking at Big Ben. It's been a lot of times I've text John after the game, told him about. He's like, oh man, Big Ben 850.
I already seen it.
Cheering that player like the J Kid.
Yeah.
And that went crazy viral.
Yeah.
John had already seen it before I even got a chance to talk to him after the game. It's definitely big for this area, man. All of us, grew up in Tallahassee 850 area.
And I'm sure y'all know people of us growing up. I know everybody says it. We have those people we go, oh, man, he should have made it, but if he just had one more extra look, or, oh, man, if he just had one more coach that could have got his eyes on him or something like that. We all know people like that. So now I'm just trying to – if I can just help that one extra kid and, those messages that I've been getting, like especially just from different kids, one that really stood out to me, it was a clip I posted a while ago, but I posted just like a little video for him that I put together, and he DM'd me like 3 weeks later and was like, man, you don't know how much this helped my recruitment. That right there is pretty much the only reason why I do the page. That's the whole reason I do it, bro. So if I can just help that one extra kid, that's the whole reason for the page.
That's amazing. Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
About this. So the Jarvis just made me wonder something. Was that your clip that went viral of Jay?
Man, I can't lie to you. I've had Bleacher Report, Sports Center, everybody. Hey, can we repost it? I'm like, yes, please. Like, do it. Yes, please post it. Like, put it out there. I've had everybody come ask about it, and it's been now like 3 or 4 clips where like OT7 or Bleacher Report, they've come and asked now, and they've actually followed the page. So they looking. It's just now like it's a
big
time. They looking. It's now it's up to the kids to put the plays on film.
Right.
That's fire.
CBS shared it, man. CBS Sports.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
You didn't know that, John?
No, I didn't know CBS did.
CBS Sports shared that clip. Yeah,
man. Crazy.
That's what's up. I like that a lot. Now, I was just asking you, so I'll re-ask you so everybody hears it now. What's the alumni of, what's the high school? What high school did you attend?
So, yeah, I went out. I played ball at Florida High back 2013 to 2017. So I was back in that time, like with Ronnie Harrison, that little era at Florida High. That's that's the stint I played in.
Not too terribly long ago.
Yeah, not too long ago. But now it's approaching like the little 10-year mark. So it's been a little minute.
Yeah. So I imagine that Makai Danzy was one of your the next up that you're really a fan of.
Man, Makai, Ashton Hampton. I'm sure y'all at Clemson. Those are kids like I saw like from kindergarten to high school, because we're K through 12 over at Florida High, so I got to see them grow up. Like Makai, me and his family, we kind of grew up together. I played with his little brother Kevin. I played with his big brother Kevin. Me and him played together, and then my little brother played with Makai on like the little state championship teams that they were on. And Makai committed to Florida State. A lot of people don't know I was the one that did his commitment video. So like me and Makai are like, our families are really close. So I'm really proud that like now the world kind of knows who Makai is, and Ashton, like they finally blew up to a level they should have been in high school. But then again, we didn't have, the exposure for him in high school. So a lot of people didn't know about Ashton Hampton. A lot of people didn't know about Makai, but like now he burst onto the scene. Everybody knows he's a Olympian sprinter. I really do think he's an Olympian sprinter. Now that he's just putting the country on notice now.
And I seen a post on TikTok or something, one of his pages where he's said he's about to choose one. I hope it's football because I am more of a football fan than I am track. But yeah, like you just said, he has the speed. I mean, he's the ACC record holder.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Like,
As a freshman,
For the 400. Yeah.
and I really
he's
think the success that he's had this year in football is gonna make that decision so much harder. It's gonna make it so much harder. So much harder.
Yeah, I imagine so. He's the second leading receiver we have, and it's his first year playing receiver.
And
He could definitely do.
I think he can. I think he can.
Yeah.
He said he's got to give one up. Is what his post
Yeah,
said.
and I get it though. Like especially like with football, I know they probably want him to gain more weight and stuff like that. But track, they probably want to try to keep him lean. So I know it's kind of probably some difference there. But yeah, I think he's a good enough athlete to play both. But I could completely understand. If track wants him to focus to become an Olympian, or if football wants to say, hey man, you can go to the league if we can sharpen you up a little bit. So I'm sure it's pulled both ways. But whatever he does choose, he's gonna excel in either one. So I think he'll go a long way in either one.
I'd have to agree on that. I mean, because like we said, it's his first year playing receiver. It's his first real playing
First
time.
year.
I mean, he got a little bit of playing time last year with us, but he's second in receiving yards, only behind Deuce Robinson, and he's balling. I mean, and truthfully, I'm not throwing no shade at Tommy. He probably could have more yards if Tommy did them because Mekhi Danzy would run two routes for me. It'd be a go and a
he's
post.
always gonna be open. He's always gonna be open.
Or that reverse every now and then, but people kind of got hip to it. But that's the three plays that Makai. He is a game changer on the football field and out there on the track. So he's got a tough one ahead of him. Like I said, I hope he chooses football. But I am being selfish here. I'm being a little selfish. A fun question that I swear I don't know the answer to because I almost asked him off the air. All right, so you are a fan of college football. You have a team, right?
I think I'm a little bit too much of a fan. Sometimes I let it, impact me a little bit. But I see we got Miami in the top corner with Bird, and then we got the Florida State stuff in the background. I'm hoping Coach Jarvis, you with me, but I am a Florida fan. I am a Florida fan. Die hard.
Goodness.
My God, listen.
This makes it more.
You are right,
die hard Florida fan. I'll go to war for him.
You are.
I'll go to war for him.
That's right.
You all right with me,
my
dog?
guy, you know what? My boy Joe needed this.
If they ever give you any type of, at the gate,
I got
you know, I'm coming. I
got you.
I'm coming.
Yeah, we gonna get our boy, and then we gonna be back. That's all I'm gonna say.
Florida fan, man, and truthfully, I don't think we've had. Have we had a Florida guy on here with us?
Nah.
Nope.
Tried to get one, but he, busy guy, my homeboy.
We haven't had a Miami guy on here in a while either, though, have we, Bird? Since you've been on, no.
No, not since
CJ.
I've been on.
CJ, yep, CJ was a Miami fan.
Yeah,
my bad,
he
CJ.
damn sure was.
My bad, CJ. Yeah, he talked so much shit after that too.
That's what I'm talking
how
about.
could I forget? He was tagging me and all.
Here now rather than at the beginning of the season, because if y'all would have got me week one, I would have been talking about a national championship run. So I'm glad I'm not on. I'm glad I'm not on camera saying that.
Hey, listen, you can't be more delusional than I am every year.
Man,
I'm numb.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. At this point, it's just like it is what it is this year. Like I'm just ready for it to be over.
Right.
But the beginning of the season, I thought we had something.
Right.
But
yeah,
man, listen,
we all do.
You could have told me we wasn't gonna be in the college playoff at the end.
Like if somebody would have told me in June, hey man, DJ Ladway gonna have a game where he throw 5 interceptions, I probably would have bet you $1 million. I would have bet you $1 million, and then it goes and happen, and it's just like I don't know, man. Like I don't know. I'm just ready for it to be over.
Yeah, I'm interested to see some. I don't know if this is true or not, but here we are podcasting, so I'm going to mention it. I did see something today about John Summerall.
Yeah, man, I seen it. They have like a meeting with him. I'm hoping that don't mean that Lane is going somewhere else and we didn't get. I'm really just trying to stay out of all the coaching carousel right now, because if I get too caught up in it, I'm gonna be staying up to 3 in the morning. I'm just trying to let it get handled and then just see how it plays out.
Yeah, because I don't think if Lane's not going to Florida, I don't think he's going
Yeah,
anywhere.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Because I mean how long has Brian Kelly been at LSU? 2 years, 3
I think
years?
this is just his third. Yeah.
And he's already gone. So that's the kind of I think there's a little bit more of a leash,
Yeah.
leeway at Florida. Now they still expect
Like we gave Billy
championships,
4,
but-
and the most games he won was 7 last year. So it's like,
right.
yeah, well, I think
That's
you
what
got
I'm
a little
saying,
bit more
so I
leash in
think
Florida, than LSU.
Yeah, LSU
Nah.
they don't play that shit. You got to win. You need to make the playoffs and all that, and you're gone or you're gone. But there's also talks of him going to New York to the Giants. But I don't know. I'm thinking if Lane don't go to Florida, he's not going anywhere because Florida's going to give him that back.
Yeah.
So what's better than that and being in the state of Florida recruiting
Florida.
No
Right.
state tax.
And I hear I keep hearing stuff of he's a big Spurrier fan. He's a big Spurrier fan. Like he that's kind of like where he studied this game from and stuff. And then I think his ex-wife is her dad coached at Florida or played at Florida, one of those. So they have a bunch of Florida ties. So I'm just hoping it's enough to get them down to the city.
Yeah.
It's a match made in heaven. I've talked about it. Lane's kind of an asshole. Y'all are kind of assholes. It kind of
Match made
It
in heaven,
is. It is.
match made in
It
heaven.
is.
It really is.
I'm just hoping we can make it happen.
It's meant to be.
It is crazy, and nothing wrong. John Summerall is not a bad coach, but are we making the same mistake going down to that level to get another guy again?
I'm
he's
scarred.
got a great record.
I'm scarred.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, there's a difference in
Yeah.
P5 and Power 4. There's a difference, and we unfortunately both of our teams have seen it. But John Summerall, he's a defensive guy. I don't know if there could be. I don't know. I'm not sitting here saying they're going to hire John Summerall, but obviously they're talking to him. They're wanting to see where his head's at and all. But
I think that Florida needs a more offensive.
Florida can do better though.
Yes, we definitely need an
better,
offensive
right?
minded coach.
Definitely. It's the logo itself holds weight for us to get a big time coach.
And it pains me to say, but Miami, they went and got a P5 coach. Somebody that had ties to Miami. And I hate to say it, but he got Miami rolling right now. He even though they on the outside, the bubble right now, they the best program in the state right now. Hands down, they're the best program.
Yes,
It pains me to say that. It pains me to say it. But Florida State and Florida should be able to go get the coaches they want. They shouldn't have to settle for a G5 coach. No offense to the G5 coaches, but we Florida State and Florida, we should be able to go get who we want when we want to. That's just how I feel.
Right.
They
Correct.
definitely have enough money. I mean, the money isn't the
Tebow
problem.
interested in coaching?
That would be a movie. That would be a movie.
No,
That would be a movie.
He just got to show
That's
up.
it. He just got
the rest
to
of
show
our
up.
lives.
That's it.
Yeah,
He just gotta show up.
He's got to show up. Yeah,
He got to show up. He just be a face and just
and
give a
everybody
pregame
will follow
speech,
him.
Give a halftime speech, and then we'll be good.
30
Yeah, everyone
minutes
will
for the rest
follow
If
of
Tim
his life.
Tebow goes in your parents' house, has a talk with your son to get him to the university, you're going to the University of Florida. You're going to the
coming to
University of Florida.
Yeah, you
You're
might be
going
onto
to the
something there.
University of Florida.
You come to Florida.
Come on, man.
Trophy winner.
It's the
What do you-
Tim
I mean,
Tebow.
Man.
The
A
Tim
national
Tebow.
champion. Well, that brings me to my next. Who is your favorite Florida football player of all time? Because that's a
It
tough
is
one
a
to
tough
beat right
one.
there with Timmy T.
It is a tough one for me. One of the people. Of course, you got Percy, you got all those, but I'm a running back. I played running back in high school, so Jeff Demps was the running. I had a bunch of Jeff Demps jerseys when I was young. He was just a dude that I came and just made me want to play running back. Of course, we had Percy and all them, but for me, Jeff Demps, and then another favorite, if I had to go defense side of the ball, was Vernon. I was a huge Vernon fan. Huge Vernon fan. I was so disappointed it just couldn't translate to the league with him. So disappointed. He was crazy in college. Crazy.
Yeah, he was very much elite. That's two good picks. I like it when someone Demps. I can appreciate that because it's not like he's on nobody's Mount Rushmore.
But he was elite.
But,
elite speed. He
was elite. He definitely had. He
was
an
Olympic sprinter.
Right?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that's Jeff Demps on the. We spent a little time at Shands for my daughter when she was just born. I'm pretty sure they got a big old thing of him on the university or the
Yeah.
hospital over there. Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was fast. He was very. He got the ball in his hand. God, Urban had it easy. I could have coached that team because that '08 team is talked about with some of the best teams. 2001 Hurricanes. I'm just gonna say it. 2013 Knowles. And a lot of us, the I don't think that the USC
05 or
was
something.
that,
Yeah, like 05 or
2000
something like
Yeah, I don't. I mean, they had Reggie and they had Liner, but like that was a good team. But I think all three of our teams at their peak beats the shit out of that USC team. I don't know.
One
Reggie was really
thing,
good. I ain't
one
gonna lie.
thing about that
Wendell
08
White.
team though that I hate that Miami and Florida State fans can say is just that we didn't go undefeated. That's the only thing I hate about that team. We got the one little blemish to Ole Miss, but y'all can say y'all
Ole
went
Miss,
13 and
right?
0, 12, and that's the only thing I hate that we can't say is that we went undefeated. That y'all bring up every time we talk about like, oh, but y'all didn't go undefeated. Oh, y'all weren't even the best team. Like I hate. That's the only point I hate. But other than that, that 08 team to me is special.
That
Yes.
08 team was nice. A lot of guys went
Yeah,
on
a
and played
ton.
NFL career. NFL
Yeah.
good careers too. So I mean, that team was pretty good. The team was pretty solid. Pretty
Yeah.
solid right there. As much as it pains me, just based on what they did in the NFL, I think the 01 Hurricanes team is kind of tough to beat. If we're talking
Yeah.
about,
Yeah.
I mean that
that was the best college team ever assembled.
it's a.
ESPN said it. All the polls said it.
I
You
mean,
know it. They
how
know
many
it.
guys
Everyone
got
knows it.
drafted? I mean, like the whole team.
Not even drafted, but Hall of Famers.
It was
Yeah.
Hall of
Famers from
Famers
there.
sitting
Yeah.
behind
Yeah,
Hall
right.
of Famers. That's how crazy that team was. That's how crazy
Yeah,
that team
that's
was.
how good they
Yeah.
were. Yeah,
Right,
That's
right.
crazy.
I hate saying
Team
it. I hate
solid.
saying
That's
it, but yeah,
crazy, yeah.
they
Yeah, that's the
I
truth.
think that's
man.
what separates us is because, like, they
Yeah.
had great
Yeah.
NFL careers, almost all of
Yeah.
them. It's
Yeah.
insane.
Even the
The
backups.
offense didn't even have to score. The
I seen a
offense
stat one
didn't even
time,
have to
Bird.
score. Like the
Bird, I seen a stat
If the
one time
offense
that
didn't
said
score a
if
point, they still win like 8 games or whatever.
they
it
won
was.
8 games or something still.
Yep.
If the offense didn't score a single touchdown all year, they would still have won 8 games.
Yeah.
That's
that
crazy.
is that is crazy.
Ridiculous.
That is crazy.
It's something like that. That's
Yeah.
That's wild. It's wild. A lot of guys got drafted on that 2013
Yeah.
squad of ours,
Yeah.
but almost. I mean, Telvin Smith had him a good career.
All
He's
right
still
now,
playing.
man.
Jameis. I'm sorry. I like Jameis,
I
man.
love Jameis, but
Like
like
that's my guy, man.
he's not going to be a Hall of Famer.
No, he's not. But boy, hey, he's a household name. Everyone
Yeah.
knows that guy.
He's a funny,
Dude,
funny individual. People
I
don't
need
know
him to
how
have a
funny
show
he
when
is,
he's
but
done.
He is hilarious,
He has to have a
man.
show somewhere on ESPN. He has to have a show.
Definitely.
He has to have a show.
Yeah.
he's nuts.
Yeah,
He's
man. You
crazy.
gotta let the man talk,
Yes,
man. Let him
yes.
talk.
Now, before we get into these picks, I just want to ask you one thing. Why doesn't Jamarin Simmons have a 5th star yet?
I don't want to say too much, but trust me, I have been in one specific individual's ear at Rivals and On 3. I have been in their ear all year. One of them they were actually, and it's crazy. I'll just go ahead and tell the story. Gabi and
Sit up
Rickards,
for this one.
they were playing. This is the Gabi and Rickards game, biggest game in the city, every year. I pull up to the game. I walk over to PJ, Coach PJ, and I tell him, I was like, "Hey, listen, I have somebody here from On 3. If Jay can go crazy, they may throw him the 5th one." Now Jay knows nothing about this. He walks over to Jay. He says something. I don't know exactly what he said in his ear, but Jay looked at me. All he did was look, and he just nodded his head, and then he just walked off. A quarter later, the one-handed catch. I was like, yeah, it's crazy, bro. I really do think it's coming. I do. In some of the bumps that are coming, I think it's coming.
So,
I mean, the only thing I can think of is that it's not his
Yeah.
it's not his senior year. Like obviously, it's really tough
When you're a
to get
junior,
fifth
yeah,
one in
when
your
you're a junior.
year. Yeah, but I mean, I think he's played well enough to get it. But
so, trying not to be biased, but facts are facts, numbers are numbers. I see some recruiting sites have Nick Lanier,
Yeah.
a 5th star, have him as a 5-star. Have you seen their numbers this year between Jay and Nick? Nick isn't even close to what Jay has right now, numbers wise. So
Take the numbers away, though. Do you see what
In-
he's
in-
doing?
Nick does some crazy stuff too. He isn't on, in my opinion, his catches aren't as crazy as Jay's, but Jay's numbers are way
And I'll say
better than
this.
his.
I was down. I was working with a 707 team. Like I was down at the OT7 down in Miami. I got to see some of these kids in person. Like I got to see some of them. And they all like. I'll say this. I can't remember the other 3 kids' names, but it was Nick. He was down there. He was playing with Raw. And then it was the other 3 receivers that are ranked in front of Jay. I knew for it because I was trying to look out for them, see what they was talking about. They all 3 of them, Nick and Jay, all of them move the same. The way they attack the ball, the way they go up and get it, the way they move without the ball, they all move the exact same. If all of them have that 5th star, Jay should definitely have. It's like it's no drop off. They all move the exact same. And I will also say this: I know people think we have something against Miami or whatever. Whatever. You throw Jay down there on any one of them teams in Miami, rivals in 0-3 would have been through him the 5th star. They would have been given. They would have been giving it to him.
Talk to him.
It's just
Talk to him.
It's this area,
definitely.
and I just think it's just this area. We don't have the publicity and the exposure. You see Nick, he makes a play. Nick is on 50 different pages. 50 different pages of posting them. Like they hate to say that's what goes into it, but that's what goes into it. Like rivals, the players that have that exposure and they're all over Instagram, all over TikTok. That's what it goes into it. You throw Jay down there on Miami Northwestern, Central, somebody like that. Jay was a 5th star 5 months ago.
And in all honesty,
Preaching.
like as viral as that clip went, I don't think it got
It didn't.
shared enough.
It didn't.
Like I've watched a lot of football. I've played a lot of football. I've coached a lot of football. That was by far the craziest.
And that was
catch
what
I've
week
ever seen in my life.
2, week 1. It was.
That was week.
It was
Well,
catch
it
of
was
the, it was the
week
catch of
one,
the year
technically,
in week
'cause we
1.
played Florida
No
High
catch has
week
been
0.
no catch has been
In
better.
week
Yes.
1, quarter 1.
No catch has been better this
Quarter
year.
1.
Week 1, quarter 1. And no,
No
it's
catch
not,
has
it's
been
not
better.
even close. On
No
any
catch has
level
been
of
better.
football, it hasn't been anything close.
Being held one hand. And by the way, it's not even just on on the football field. 7-on-7s, y'all should check him out there. He's going up
Yeah,
in
it's
high
crazy.
point.
And this is
better than
I'm so
anybody
glad you
knows.
just said that.
Like,
The recruiting sites coach. A lot of people like to say 707 doesn't go into it. You look at some of these kids that go crazy in 707 that come out of nowhere. They'll be a 3-star. They get all these clips. They play on one of these teams like Raw, South Florida. Next thing you know, they're a high 4-star, almost a 5th star. I think Jay gonna go crazy on whatever 707 team he plays in this offseason. And I think that's only gonna boost him more. Like it's just really just getting Jay out there and getting him in front of these cameras. I think he's gonna get it before. If not, if he doesn't get the 5th star, I will bet my life on it. He'll be at the Under Armour or the Adidas game 1,000%. I can guarantee that. I can guarantee it.
Yeah. He went crazy this offseason, dude.
Yep.
707. So he played with 5 different teams. Like he went crazy, man. He was on
just eats,
ESPN,
And it just looks different. You go out there and watch somebody run a route and catch the ball. The way he goes up for it, it looks a certain way. It looks a certain way.
Yeah.
Like
he high points the ball like crazy.
In all honesty, man, we talk about the stuff that we see him do on the field.
In practice,
I
you get to see him in
this
practice
kid every day. Get to see this kid every day in practice. And a lot of people. I mean, I talk about it now, but I've been knowing Jay since he was 10 years old. So I've seen it then.
Yeah.
Like I was a little league coach at one point, but I legit like people. They talk about how's his work ethic, how's this, how's it. I legit watched this kid for an hour over the summer on. It was a voluntary practice. Just hey coach, hey we put out we gonna be the field's gonna be open, the weight room gonna be open. Whoever want to show up. I watched this kid for an hour try to invent new ways to catch a football. I witnessed this and I was just like, this kid here is crazy.
And then he makes it look easy in the game when he does stuff. He's getting held. one hand. It looked easy. Like it looked like he was just chilling when he did it. That's the crazy. Yeah, it's routine. It's routine.
It's routine. Definitely routine. I seen him because we know we've been playing. I don't know if you know we've been playing him at safety. I seen him make a catch yesterday. It was an interception yesterday. He went up with one hand and like over. I was just like, oh my god! Like we all.
But
all
you
the
can't
coaches
do
just
too.
looked
You
at each
can't
other
do
like,
too much. But you just looking like yeah.
We just looked at each other like, what is he on? Like,
He's an alien.
Where did this kid come from?
He's an
Like,
alien.
Yeah, no,
Just glad he's on my team.
For sure.
Yeah, facts.
Mhm.
Facts. And like we keep saying, these other teams keep talking shit about him. They'll better watch out.
It's
man.
poking
Yeah,
a bear. You're poking a bear.
I'm waiting-
You're poking
I'm
a
waiting
bear.
on Bishop Kenny to. Yeah, I'm waiting on
You're
Bishop
poking a
Kenny to
bear.
post something, man. Please say Waffle House is closed this week. Please.
Yeah, please. We're gonna talk about the big high school. You know, we're in playoffs right now. We're gonna talk about that at the end of the episode. We'll get into that here in a little bit. Let's get into these predictions for the this weekend college football. But before we do, I want to stop you right now. Like, subscribe to the channel. Really helps us out a lot. We're getting closer to the goal. Also, I feel like I never say this. We have a Facebook page for, I guess, if you're 40 and above, because I don't think young bucks do that. But it's the Fourth and Inches podcast. Go like it if you're on Facebook. We post reels weekly. Same thing for Twitter. Fourth and Inches podcast. We have a Twitter over there too that we post everything on. And also Big Bend 850 while you're at it. Go over there, like the page. Go ahead and like a couple of the videos so it'll pop up in the algorithm. You won't be disappointed in that at all. Since we have a Florida fan on the show with us today, I say we go right into that game. Florida and Tennessee.
That's right.
Number 20 Tennessee, 7-3, heading to Gainesville for a 7:30 game. The Gators are home their last two games, so they got. I'm hearing our game, by the way, not to take away from this one, but I'm hearing ours is going to be either 3:30 or 4 o'clock. We'll see. We'll see Sunday. They'll tell us Sunday, I think. But yeah, big game right here for. I guess not really a big game.
Yeah.
Tennessee.
For Tennessee, but even for them, like, they're not in the playoff hunt, so. That's scary for them though, because then they're not really.
Yeah.
You know how it is when they don't got nothing to play for. Really, who knows? But yeah, this game is a 7:30 night game at the Swamp. Tennessee is favored by only 3.5. The over under is 57.5. Joe D, take it away.
Listen. Yeah. What did I say last week? Win by one? Let's win by one, baby. Let's win by one. Let's win by one. I'm not going to give a score. Let's win by one. Let's go out there and just try something. Let's throw the ball around. Let's run. Give the ball
30 times.
Maybe 30 times at least. Let's try something. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. Let's change it up a little bit. Try something we ain't tried all season. I don't know. Come on. We have nothing to lose. We can't play a bowl game, so we have absolutely nothing to lose but to be spoilers on a Saturday night. So why not? Why not? Florida by one. Smack is smacking the ball at the end of the game to win.
So my biggest thing right now is like we don't have a lot to really get up about or be happy about this season. But this game has something that we can hold on to if we can win it. I think I can't remember the number, but I think Tennessee hasn't beaten us at home in like the last 23 years or something like that. It's something crazy like that.
Ooh.
Like we've always found a way to beat them, whether it's a Hail Mary, a last play. It's like the last 23 years. I think the last time was like 2001 or something crazy like that. We got something to hold on to if we can win it. And I also just think all these close games we've been finding ways to lose. Georgia, then Ole Miss. We got to win one of them. Sooner or later, we got to win one of them. I think we're going to find a way to put it together this week. I don't know how. I don't know who is the star that does it, but I think we end up winning. I don't think it's a very high-scoring game. I think the Swamp helps us win one. I think we maybe pull it out like 21-17.
All right.
Like it.
this is a rivalry game. You know, these guys don't like each other. Like y'all just said, Florida ain't really got a whole lot to play for besides, you know, just knocking somebody off that you know, that somebody that you hate too, by the way. It's, you know, Tennessee and Florida State, your last two games. They don't like either one of those guys. And so, you know, that could be a good you know, a good thing for y'all. But I don't see it. Brazzle is a stud at receiver. The Ole Miss put up like 500 something yards against y'all last week. The defense, I don't know if they just stink or if they're just kind of giving up. I don't know what have you, but yeah, I like to play this song every time y'all play.
Wish that I was on a rocket high down in the Tennessee hills.
Give me Rocky Top.
Too
Give me Rocky
bad
Top.
we're playing.
So glad we don't have to hear that. So glad we don't have. Hope we
They're
don't
gonna
have to
sing
hear it.
And
Y'all
won't back down in the fourth quarter. Before the fourth quarter starts, the
Yes.
stands gonna be
Sold out
jumping.
game. Sold out game.
We gonna
too.
be up,
Sold out game.
and
and I
Lights
respect
go
that
up.
about y'all
They'll
guys
show
for
up.
real.
lights gonna be flashing, and you gonna hear "Won't Back Down" playing on the loudspeakers.
I'll tell you what, if it is close, Florida, I mean, Bird Texas last week, it was looking like Ole Miss was up for an upset. I mean, it was.
Yeah.
We just
I
keep
couldn't
believe it.
finding
I was
ways
playing
to
really
lose
hard.
down the
Yeah.
We
stretch.
can't. Yeah.
If y'all play like that, Tennessee is not Ole Miss. If y'all play like that from last week, y'all could mess around and win this game. I
Yeah.
hope you don't, because that gives you a lot of confidence going into our game. But
And this is the second thing, like y'all
Like they
had
gave us
leads
hope all the way to the
fourth
end of the
quarter.
game. All the way.
To the fourth quarter.
just put up something in the second half. That's what y'all. That's what
Something.
y'all need to focus
Yeah.
on. You go out here and score
Something.
all four quarters, and y'all could knock them off if it's close. Florida could win this game.
Now,
Tennessee is known.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
What's his name? Josh Hupel, whatever his name is, the coach. He's kind of known for losing games he probably shouldn't. Yeah, y'all could win, but I don't see it.
well, I can tell you
The
this.
2-10 jokes are
like-
too elite. Give me 3-9 this year for y'all.
Oh man, you still heard about that?
Yeah, that's something you never forget. That's something you can't
Well, you
forget.
still
Yeah.
Yes.
heard about that?
I'll never forget it, bro.
Y'all can
Oh,
win
God.
5 straight national championships.
But when but 2-10.
But 2-10 though.
Mm.
But 2-10.
Yeah,
It-
2-10.
And it's gonna hurt every time.
We could win the next several national championships, but motherfuckers be like, well, in 2024, y'all won 2 games. What you got, Birdman?
Well, I'm gonna say this. I actually want Florida to win, but if I'm putting my parlay on it, I gotta go with Tennessee. I mean, I mean, the stuff that I seen y'all do so far this year, the leads that I seen y'all give up, and since y'all don't have anything to play for, hopefully these players aren't in a self-preservation mode.
Yeah.
Might already be thinking
Yeah.
about next
a lot
year.
of players that's out for the season.
Mm-hmm.
Out.
Don't want to get
for the
hurt
season.
because there's no reason to play. The coach that recruited me is gone. I don't know. So I'm gonna go Tennessee, and I'm not gonna give a score, but I do know that y'all will fight hard for as long as y'all can. Y'all will definitely fight hard for as long as y'all can, but I still don't think Tennessee is gonna give this up. I mean, they're already not in the playoff hunt. They don't need any more reason to
A good bowl.
not go to a good bowl. A good bowl. So yeah, I'm gonna say Tennessee takes the win on this one.
Oh, man.
The fact that it's number 20, this is a ranked team, and they're only favored by 4.5. Baby Vegas knows something.
And that's the
Logo
swamp
still
talking.
hold
That's they factoring in the swamp into that. They saw what happened to Texas, and they was like,
I do respect y'all's fan base for every time showing up. I mean, you guys have 3 wins and you sold out 10. Like it's guarantee
Yeah.
you next week is sold out. Like it's
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
good.
that's I will always say that about the swamp. They do. I was actually surprised at the Virginia Tech game how many fans we wasn't sold out, but we had more than I thought. But y'all sell out. It's a guarantee at the swamp. Y'all gonna sell out.
It's a
every
thing
time.
though. It's since week 4. Week 3.
Yeah,
It's been a
that's true,
big
too.
game every week.
Yeah,
It's
y'all
been
schedule has not been light.
And another thing about that,
college
I'm
football
so sick of
history.
getting
So I mean,
beat at 7:30 at night. I'm so glad the Florida State game is not a. I'm so sick of waiting to the end of the day being on prime time and losing in front of everybody. I'm so sick of it. I'm sick of it. Yeah, I'm sick of it. I need a 12 o'clock game or a 3 o'clock game and just get out the way. Just get it done.
That's
I
what
would
I'm
love
hearing. I'm hearing
3:30.
3:30 or 4 o'clock. That's what I heard. But it was also, it said 7:30 as well, but that somebody told me earlier who's kind of in the know. There was, oh
Okay.
no, it's 3:30 or 4. They're just waiting until Sunday. But we shall see. All right, so 2 Tennessees, 2 Floridas. All right. I guess we'll go worst to best. Let's go Florida State next. Florida State 5-5. Florida State traveling to NC State, who's also 5-5. 8 o'clock game Friday night. Carter Finley hadn't done well there ever. This is definitely a game that we could lose. Just before we even take the field. Like this, we haven't won an away game in how many days? 700. It's been a long time.
Lord.
Y'all know the last away game we won was at Swamp in 2023
wow.
with Tate Rodemaker at quarterback.
Yeah.
Yikes! It's been a little while.
Crazy.
Florida State is favored 3.5. The over under is 61.5. That's a lot of points. If NC State plays like they did last week against Miami, love that for us. I don't think they will. I think it's going to be a shootout. I think that we have to. Tommy did not play the best last week. He was missing on a couple throws that could have been touchdowns or at least huge gains. If that happens on a Friday night at Carter Finley, that could get ugly quick. This offense is pretty high powered, even though they didn't show it last week. But I got Florida State because I need it. I need this monkey off my back. I need us to go ahead and get this bowl game. The last thing I want is us to lose to Florida or lose to NC State this week and have Florida be the ones that determine whether we get a bowl game. So that
Come on with it.
I didn't even think about that.
Done that.
Outcome.
Don't want it again.
I didn't even think about that.
Oh yeah, that's a possibility.
Yeah,
it's very much a possibility. Y'all did that.
Both of us were fighting for a bowl game.
It was both of us, right? Both of us was for fighting for a bowl, and y'all won. I can't remember. It was 4 or 5 years ago, whatever it was. And yeah, I don't want that. Don't want that at all because Florida's going to play up for Florida State anyway. When we come to town next week, the last thing I need to be is hype because we can keep out a bowl game. This is the last thing I want. So let's go ahead and get that, and then focus on Florida next week. Give me Florida State. Like I said, though, a shootout. Hopefully it doesn't come down to the kicker or my defense to make a play because I don't feel confident in that. Maybe they can surprise me though. But give me Florida State in a close one, 35-31.
Okay.
Over apparently.
So they say history repeats itself, right? So earlier this year, y'all played on a Friday night.
Virginia on a Friday night. I was in Gainesville when that happened.
So, both teams are fighting for bowl eligibility. I don't think y'all get it. I think NC State surprised. I think they were probably holding back against Miami to play spoiler against y'all this week. Spoiler. Let's go and get our bowl eligibility on a Friday night.
At home.
Give me NC State 31-28.
Those ones hurt the most.
Well, I don't think that NC State will have a repeat performance of what they did last week. I think that no, man, they can't. I think CJ Bailey is looking for some redemption. Yep. I mean, I think he's gonna try to prove himself against y'all. And I mean, hey, y'all playing on Friday night, right?
Yes, Bird, we are.
And you know what happens to FSU on a Friday night, right?
Friday nights and Saturday nights, brother.
So yeah, I'm gonna say NC State takes this one, and y'all bowl. Well, y'all bowl decision eligibility, whatever is gonna be decided at the Florida Gator game. Yeah.
There we go.
And that's gonna make it that much more exciting. Give me NC State.
Yes.
And it's gonna be some goddamn points. I'm gonna say 35 to like 28. I mean, like both of y'all are gonna score some good points. Yeah, 35 to 28. I think CJ Bailey comes out and redeems himself, and and your boy Robinson, he crosses over 1,000 yards. Yeah, he's gonna get 1,000 yards. So
I think he's like 50 or something.
Yep, he's gonna get it, but it ain't gonna be enough to win.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I think Deuce Robinson is gonna go crazy in this game. I do think a bunch of points gonna be scored. I just NC State just has Florida State's number. They just have it. And then I was just looking at some of the games earlier. They just kind of getting ready, and I saw NC State is like 4-0 at home right now, or 4-1 at home, or something like that right now. Friday night game, something that just Florida State historically just hasn't had the best look. I think it's close. I think it's a shootout. I think it's gonna be a really fun game to watch. I think just home field advantage. It being cold up there right now too. Florida State having to go play in the cold, and then 4-1 at home. I think NC State wins it. I think it's probably more like 38-35, something like that. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Yeah, I think NC State pulls it out, and that's just going to make that game actually fun to watch when Florida State comes to Gainesville.
Yeah. I heard that, Florida State. I'm the only one that believes. Only one that believes. Hey, I remember. I remember in 2012 when I thought we was going to win the championship that year, the year before we actually did. EJ Manuel was a quarterback. Pretty much the same team besides Jameis at the helm. We had to go to Carter Finley on
It's rough.
Night,
it's rough.
It was ugly. It was ugly. The score was like 13-10. It was something real low scoring. Offense couldn't move the ball. It wasn't good. It's a tough place to play, especially on a Friday night when no one else is playing. Everybody, that stadium's gonna be live. It's gonna be a tough atmosphere to go in there and do it. I need it though. I need it. Come on, Florida State. Moving right on along. This game is so crazy lopsided. They don't even have a spread. 13 Miami, 8-2, traveling to 3-7 Virginia Tech. Nooner though. It's a nooner game. Miami leaving away from the comfort of their own house. Like I said, the spread says off.
Jesus.
Over under is 48.5. Money line is 1,000. Money line's 1,000 for Miami, negative 1,000. But who knows? Maybe all the excitement of James Franklin coming to town gets some hype for the game. Birdman, this is your team. Take it away.
Now, I'm glad that you mentioned James Franklin immediately when you said Tech. What was James Franklin's big problem? He can't win the big game, and guess what this is? It's a big game. He's not going to win it. I'm not even going to say stats, because I truly believe that something has clicked within the Miami team and Mario that we have to win, and we're going to win. I mean, last week's game was fucking beautiful. All right. And I think that we keep that up. Everyone is counting us out, and we know we need to win out and win out big. I say we win this one by at least 3 scores. At least 3 scores.
I can see that.
I'm going to say 42 to probably 42 to 17. We're going to beat the crap out of them.
Yeah. Because y'all are in prime position.
Yeah,
Here, as long as you win out, Miami has, as long as they win out, they have a very good chance of making the playoffs. People will have to decide. I mean, I don't know. I don't have the rankings in front of me, but a 10-2 Miami team who's beating the shit out of the last couple teams are playing. I mean, who you going to put in over them? So I'll just make my pick real quick. I think Miami beats the shit out of these guys. I mean, I think we're all probably going to think that, but I tell you how you do it. Not that I'm an expert at beating Virginia Tech, but I did just y'all's front four is probably better than ours, even though our stats are better. Well, the one guy. If I was y'all, I'd sit in the house. I was screaming this at my TV the whole game last week. Kyron Drones is not much of a passer. He's a runner.
Yeah.
If it's 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2, I guarantee it's a quarterback blast.
Yep.
Guarantee it.
Yep.
And y'all's front seven probably ain't gonna allow too much of that. I forget your DC's name, but he's got a pretty good unit. Pretty good unit he's got.
Man, Heatherman got him good.
I would be stacking the box, sending a lot of heat, and you should have zero worries. Hope not. I hope you have all the worries, but I think you won't. I think you'll beat the hell out of these guys. What do you guys think?
Not so fast, my friend.
Oh,
Uh-oh. They go there.
this is
They
all
go
hate
jump.
talking.
What? They go there.
No,
hate.
I
I was
like
just
it.
gonna say.
I
They go
like
there.
it, but
hate.
it's all hate
No.
talking.
It's not hate. I think you guys win the game. I think you guys win the game. But noon games normally have been y'all kryptonite, y'all Achilles heel. Y'all start slow, or slower.
Not to mention the month of November, Joe.
Right. In the month of November, noon game. Y'all start slow. Y'all should beat this team handily. I think y'all win, and that's closer than what everyone expects. Too close for comfort, but I think you guys still pull it off. I think you guys are a way better team, and you win, but I think it's a little bit closer to what everybody expects because y'all just I don't know what it is about Miami and noon game starting slow month of November. I have no clue what it is. I don't know if y'all just trying to get to the off season. I don't know. Maybe y'all can't go to the beach as much. I have no clue. Don't know what it is. But still think y'all win. I think it's a little bit close. 14-point win instead of a 21-point win. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I honestly don't think that we have that problem anymore. I mean, I really think that something has clicked. I'm telling you, something has clicked. Like I mean,
brother.
like Mario is gonna start to feel like his ass is on the hot seat soon.
I kind of agree with him. I think Mario
Makel, what you
is
got?
like at a point now where like, all right, he's sick of the losing games. He shouldn't lose. I think in practice throughout the week, he's on his team ass. Like he is making sure they doing everything they need to do to prepare. They hitting every corner. I think I just don't think they'll struggle too much. I could see what you were saying. I could see it being a nooner going way up, and then them having some type of. I'm sure the game will probably be packed because of just them getting the new coach with James Franklin. I'm sure it'll probably be packed. Yeah, new energy. I'm sure it'll just be a newfound energy, and it may start out like first quarter in like 10-7 or something like that. And then I think Miami end up winning like 42-14, 42-17, something like that. I think they end up pulling away. I just think Miami, just talent wise, it's too much. Like I just think it's too much.
This is also a rivalry game. Believe it or not, this is these two teams go way back to the Big East days. This is also a rivalry game for both. Like I just said, and Blacksburg. They're gonna play Metallica before they run out. They're gonna tote the American flag. It's pretty
Into
lit.
the Sandman.
Into the Sandman. Yep. And I mean, I do think Miami. By the way,
that was the last second play. Yeah,
Miami. It was the last second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where like it kind of looked like a touchdown, but it looked like it come out like kind of could have went either way. But
yeah,
maybe they remember.
Man, why you bringing up old stuff?
But I will say this too:
if
Miami went up there and lost, if they did find some way to lose, I can't say that it would shock me. Like it wouldn't just make me go like, oh man, I can't believe that. Like it wouldn't shock me if y'all went up there and somehow find a way to lose. It wouldn't. But I just
It's November.
Syracuse last year.
Right.
Oh my God!
Way better
don't
than
bring
them.
that shit
Way
up.
better than Syracuse.
Don't bring that shit up.
The problem is that Syracuse actually had offense. Like Virginia Tech ain't got much of an offense. Like Virginia Tech can have to do something that they haven't done
SMU
really all
this year.
SMU's the offense is better than Virginia Tech.
Yeah, I mean, man, I respect Rhett Lashley.
And Jennings is pretty solid.
Yeah, I respect
Kyron Jones isn't much of a passer. They're going to have to do something they haven't really done. They run the ball pretty, okay. But if you look at their offensive numbers, they rank pretty low all across the board.
And then like running against us right now, that's blasphemy.
Drones is going to literally have to put the team on his back. He's going to have to literally make a bunch of runs.
And we're going to put his ass on his back.
That's what's
I think it'll have to be something like
season, man.
Miami loses them the game. Like they go out and throw 3 picks and then fumble. I think it'll have to be something like that. I don't think it'll be something Virginia Tech just goes completely crazy and their offense just explodes. I think Miami does what Miami does a lot, and they'll find a way to lose. Like I think it may be something like that if they find a way to lose. but I just don't see it. I just can't see it.
Now, I would definitely say I agree with you on that.
Yeah,
If Beck
he's
has
straight.
over 30 attempts.
Yeah.
Anytime he has under 30 attempts, we're great. He's a game manager. The second he goes over 30 attempts, he giving the ball to the other team. He turned the Tyler Van turnover. Like, hold on now.
Yeah.
Hold on now. Who the fuck am I watching here? Am I watching Beck or fucking Van Dyke?
So y'all need to be Miami fans need to be huge Syracuse fans this week. With them playing Notre Dame, y'all need to be rooting for Syracuse pretty heavy. Because
I mean, like, are you sure about that? Because it seems like with how they're ranking us is the tough wins that we have. If Notre Dame looks good, that makes our win look better technically.
Yeah, but they're still ahead of you though. What are they gonna do? Gonna flip flop you? They ain't gonna put. They're never. Even though y'all beat Notre Dame, if Notre Dame wins out, and they're looking pretty good. I mean, they just beat the hell out of Pitt last week. But if Syracuse knocks off Notre Dame, and y'all win out, it almost guarantees y'all a spot.
Yeah. Now it does guarantee us a spot, but with Syracuse not with their main passer, I mean,
yeah, it's probably
tough.
Yeah, Syracuse looked like trash without that damn
Yeah.
I forgot the kid's name that got injured. That's not
Angeli.
Right yeah, Angeli. Yeah, man. Without him, boy, they look like trash.
Yeah, they're not looking good on offense at all. Not really a whole lot of good games on this week. A lot of people are playing some bums, getting ready for rivalry week. Missouri plays Oklahoma. That's a ranked game, number 22 versus number 8.
Next week is the week. Next week is the week.
Texas A&M plays Stanford. Next week is the week. USC does play Oregon. That's probably where I would imagine game day is. Not a lot of big games, but there's some big games going on in the high school world. I was going to ask you, Makel, what we're in the playoffs. We're in round 2. I
was on live on Big Ben 850 a little bit earlier, actually breaking down some of these games. And I started off. I'm really excited because I haven't been able to go. I've been hearing a lot about them, Bluntstown, about what they got over there. I've been kind of excited to go see what they got. So they play Madison, Bluntstown, Madison. That's probably one of the biggest games Bluntstown has had in years. But when I was breaking it down, I was kind of just like, Bluntstown, they may be number one in that classification right now. They may have all that, but the state title in that class, it runs through Madison. Like if Bluntstown wants to go win the state title, it runs through Madison. And it's messed up that they get them second round. That's supposed to be like a state semis round, but it is what it is. Eventually, you're gonna have to take down Madison. Yep, you're gonna have to take them down eventually. I'm really excited about that one. I said if Bluntstown can match Madison's physicality, they'll have a chance. But if they let Madison come over there and punk them, it's going to be a long night. Like, that's what Madison does. If you let them punk you, they're going to punk you, and it's going to be a long night. If you don't stop that run, it's going to be tackles and guards pulling all night, and you're going to hate it. You're going to hate it. So I think it just comes down to physicality in that one. I broke down the Gabi game, and I went on a long rant because I felt like I just had to say it. Me and Coach PJ, we talked a lot about it, and I was just saying I felt disappointed this year because I got a taste of what Gabi could be in that spring game. When it was Gabi Lincoln, I got a taste of it. And I'm going around telling people, man, Gabi can make a state run this year with that team. They can make a state run. And then I start seeing kids leave. So I'm texting PJ. I'm like, what's going on? Like I'm doing this and that. And then the season starts, and you can see the games that they're playing. They missing 1 or 2 people. It's like 1 or 2 things they might be missing, and then some kids start coming back. They start getting some kids back, and then you see them play Lincoln. That's who Gabi could have been all season. Then not only could that have been what Gabi could have been all season, Gabi could have been that's not even what Gabi could have been this season. They would have been jailed. They would have been jailed. By that time, they would have been playing their best ball by the time they played Lincoln. If everybody stayed at Lincoln and they started the season with who they ended the spring with, they could have beat Lincoln by 2, 3. I'm not gonna lie, they could have beat Lincoln by 2 scores if everybody stayed. So exactly. And I told somebody that I was like, this game really could have ended up not being close. I said that at the game. So I walk up to PJ after the game, and I looked him in the eyes, and I was just like, "This is what it could have been all along. This is what it could have been all along." And I went to break down the game, and I literally said, "If this Gabi team is finally gelled and they are clicking, Bishop they will go on the road and beat Bishop Kenny." And you saw it against Bay, and that's why I picked to win the game. I ended up picking Gabi because I was like, you saw it against Bay. It was a bunch of noise about Bay being the number 2 team in the region, being 8-2 or whatever they were, and I said, all right, Gabi has the athletes to where if you let the athletes take over the game, it can get bad. It can get bad for you. It can get bad for you. Gabi has the type of athletes that'll have teammates arguing. Like, you supposed to have him. Why you not deep? And before you look, they don't put up 40 on you. They just have them type of athletes. And now that they have people to where you can't just put 3 people on Jay. If you put 3 people on Jay, you'll get bombed on the other side. It could be a long night. And then when we're gonna go cover 4, we're gonna drop 9 people back in the coverage. Cam will break one before you can say, oh wait, we need to make sure we're looking at the running. Before you can even say that, he done broke one for 90. The run that Cam had against Rickards, where he jumped over somebody, stiff arm some. I haven't seen a run. No, shout out Cam. Shout out. I asked PJ after the spring game. I said, who is that? He was like, man, we got him from. I was like, yeah. Train him up because he gonna be one. Just the way he run, he can break tackles. It's easy for him. He forced missed tackles. So I picked Gabi to win that one on the road. For Florida High, I think Bowes is gonna be. I think Bowes is a different. I think it's a different beast. It's a different beast. The Naeem kid they got going to Clemson, and the running back. Then they got a tight end. They got a 4 or 5 star edge. I think it's just a little bit. I think it's gonna be a little bit too much for Florida High, and especially with Florida High, they still playing the youngin at quarterback. They don't have the senior. They don't have the senior in. I think Bowles it'll get to a point where it just overwhelm a sophomore. Like it's hard to win down there, especially with a sophomore quarterback. So I think Bowles end up pulling that one out. McClay, I think Trinity will just be a little bit too much for McClay. I think they just keep. Yeah, they beat Lincoln. It's just McClay keep running into a buzzsaw. Right? They'll have a decent year. They'll win the first round, then they got to go right down to Jacksonville. They keep running in. They keep running into a buzzsaw, and then I'm gonna actually be out there tomorrow night. But I'm not even really sure how that one works. I'm gonna be out there at the child. They're like in the Florida Invitational Tournament. Yeah, something like that. So I was looking at the bracket, and Childs they can go and win that. Like they play Lando Lakes, who is 4-6. Then the next round, I think.
Yes.
I was like, Childs can go and win this, and then Childs is at home. It's like it's crazy how it worked out for them because they went and beat a team that was seeded higher than them. They play Lando Lakes. I was looking at Lando Lakes a little bit. I think Childs pulls that one out. But yeah, I think right now I really do like Gabi, and I like Bluntstown chances. I really like where they sit. And Taylor County. I think Taylor County they beat Pahokee, and then it'll be another game. Taylor County versus Bluntstown. Because I was hearing something. I was reading something on Twitter. A player, one of the big players for Pahokee is out on defense. He's like a corner, but he also plays receiver. Can't remember his name, but I was looking at the stats, and he's like one of their leading receivers or something like that. So I think Taylor County at home, they find a way, and then Bluntstown versus Taylor in the semis. I think that'll be fun. But yeah, I'm rooting for Gabi. I think if they let the athlete, if Bishop Kenny go into that game sleeping on Gabi, and they let the athletes take over, you'll look up at the end of the game and they'll be like, how do we just let Gabi put 48 on it? Like it can get that. It can get like that. It can get like that.
Yeah.
So I'll have somebody in Taylor County, and then I'll be out in
Madison game.
So yeah, we'll have people at both of those games.
Nice. It's gonna be
it is
fun weekend, man. I love it when it gets to this. It's the most fun. It's win or go home.
Yeah.
Type of
but
stuff.
When that temperature drops and you still playing football, it's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Scrappy. Yep. Good. It's not supposed to be too crazy tomorrow or Friday.
No,
temperature wise.
Next week is coming in, I think.
Yeah, next week it might be a little cool. But Saturday the low is only 56 in Tallahassee, the high is 679, so not crazy.
It got warm today. It got warm today.
I had to come out my hoodie today.
Man, listen.
But in all honesty though, Makel, like like we're really getting into a groove on offense, and I don't even think we've reached our potential. And like
Can be.
it's scary how good our offense can get. Yeah, and we make it out of this round, or make it further into the playoffs, because like you said, like you have to account for Jay. Like you have to account for Jay, but then not realizing Bam is the fastest receiver on our offense, or Rail can go for 2-3 touchdowns a game, and Cam can rush for 150 yards, and then we can go LZ at quarterback and he can rush for another 200 yards. Like, it's scary I got over 1,000 pounds of offensive linemen up front. It's scary of how
problems
across the board. It's what could have been all year. If these guys would have stayed put, been jailed. We probably would have been through the
another thing I think that can
football,
get the DC in trouble, and I think a few teams found out this year about it, is you go into a game prideful. Every coach think, nah, my guy can handle, and you put one guy on Jay, he can handle him. I'm telling you, you can't.
He can.
If you do, you're putting your kid at a disadvantage. Like,
no, you can't. You cannot.
it's like, that's just, and it's not even. It's not bashing.
It is going to be on a viral clip.
It's just.
Yeah.
It's like people say, it's levels. Like, it's different. It's levels. And if you leave him on the island, it's levels. Like, you Lincoln say, did. Nah, I like my guy. I like my kid.
Yeah, Lincoln did.
Dude, he's been doing it all year. Every coach has thought that and they have to get out of it by the second quarter. Like, if you do it though, if you do it,
little girl say on
if you do it, they will take advantage of it, and then now you're down 14-0 because you thought your player was better. So I'm telling you, if Bishop Kenny going to the game, and I hate to be that guy that tries to like pat myself on the shoulder. I was out at the Rickers versus Arnold game on Thursday before Lincoln and Florida High played, and one of my friends, he went to Gabi a little minute ago. His name's Dre. We just chopping it up in the parking lot, and he's just like, yeah. So what you think about the Gabi Lincoln game? I said, bro, everybody think Lincoln I'm telling you, if Gabi can take over that game, if they I keep telling people that if Gabi athletes take over the game, people gonna look up and be like, whoa, hold on. And he comes to me after the game. He was like, Kale, boy, no way, you called it. I was like, they got the athletes to do it every week. It's just, if the team was jailed by that point. And like you said, like, I don't even think, like, really in terms of like the team jailing Gabi in like week 6, like week 7 right now. Like, and if they let Gabi this game, even the next round, get to week 10 Gabi, week 11 Gabi, they gonna give people problems. They're gonna give people problems just because of the athletes that they got. And like you said, having them other people on the other side of Jay, and people think like, oh, all they got is one. All they got is number one. You gonna look up. You down 14-0 because you done got bombed by Rail, or
offense
you done got
is nasty.
Bam done took a punt back.
Crazy stat, man. I don't even think I mentioned it on the last show. I did. We went over there without our kicker. At Bay last week, went over there without our kicker. We punted the first drive. Second drive, LZ has been punting for us, and he runs for the game on a fourth down, and we didn't punt again for the rest of the game. For the rest of the game, we went 7 for 7 on 2-point conversions.
But see, the thing is, when they do find out, like, oh man, we do gotta account for these. It makes you like, it makes you stress, like, damn, we didn't plan. Yeah, we didn't plan for these other people. Like, now what do we do? Do we triple team Jay, or do we do, like, what do we do now? Like, but by that time, they done put 30 up on you, and that, like, it's too late by then. It's too late.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you see the Bam touchdown? Okay, I want you to go back and look at it and watch Rail on that play, because the safety had went over to Jay.
Both of them wide open.
Bam and Rail were on the same side. Both of them were.
It just threw it to somebody.
Like, Landon could have closed his eyes and threw the ball up, and one of them would have, because both of them were completely wide open. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, it, like Jay is, and you know what's crazy is, I've witnessed.
That's
Jay
a
on the
team.
sideline
That's
say,
a
"Hey,
that's a
coach, just put me in
teammate.
the slot and use me
That's
as
a
a decoy."
teammate.
That's a teammate.
That's a teammate.
Teammate.
That's
Mm-hmm.
my
Yeah.
word.
Can't teach that.
My word.
He
And
he's
then
still
people completely forget about Vic.
he's a Division I player. He's a
Like,
Division I
we
player.
still got.
Like
He's
it's
Vic
so
is
many
still Vic.
athletes across the board that if you let them overwhelm you, it'll get to a point where you're arguing with the safety. Like, you supposed to be here, you supposed to be there, and it'll snowball on you. And that's what I think will happen
Yep.
tomorrow. I really do. I just don't think Bishop Kenny is prepared for the amount of athletes they really do got to account for. They're gonna look at the record and be like, oh, they lost to a color. Like, we gonna handle. They lost to a color, and they gonna think that. Oh,
They lost. We lost.
they
to
lost
two
to
teams
them.
they beat this year. We lost to 2 teams. They
I
beat
think-
Rickards. They beat Wakulla. We lost to 2 teams they beat this year.
Not to mention the most important thing that Bishop knocked Gabi out last year.
Yep, they did. They knocked us out last
So-
year.
Did not know
That
that.
should be
Did
a
not know
talking
that.
Right. That should be a talking point right there.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So it's,
they knocked us out in the second
really,
round last year.
Really.
Revenge.
Revenge tour.
Yeah. So it's gonna be fun, man. Interesting weekend. You know, fun weekend of ball. I love it. And man, it gets it gets close to Thanksgiving. Everything ramps up. Everything means a little
I appreciate
more.
it, yeah, man. It's been a blast, man.
It's been fun having
you
you on,
guys
Miguel.
need
It's been
somebody
real
else to
fun,
come
man.
on in the future, man. Just hit me up.
Absolutely, man. We'll definitely reach back out. It's been real fun. Before we get out of here, again, like, subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, on
Also
TikTok,
hit my guy up,
Instagram,
man. Makel, hey, shout your stuff
Facebook,
out real
Twitter,
quick,
Big
everybody.
Ben
man.
850. We got a bigger team now, so we're gonna start just trying to shoot stuff out to more platforms, and really, the more followers we get to help the kids, it just get the stuff out there. That's really what it's all for. It's just trying to get them on these platforms to where people in Texas can be like, oh man, where's Tallahassee at? Like, that's the whole goal of it. So yeah, just Big Ben 850 everywhere. You know, just show love to the kids,
Right.
man, and we have a blast doing it.
Go like his pages now. Stop. Pause the video.
Yeah.
Go like his stuff now. I guarantee you this weekend you'll see some fire clips. Because like we said, it's playoffs, means more. It's gonna get, it'll be real fun to watch. So hit him up and hey, don't get out of here. Just stay for a second, Miguel. Yeah, y'all enjoy y'all's weekend. We out of here.